What's up, everybody? What's going on? How you all doing tonight? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Folks, my name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those of you that do not know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal, and that's to learn, trade, and profit together. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,200 reviews. I invite you to go check out some of those reviews and give them a quick read. I encourage you guys, the best referral is that of your peers. Guys, True Trading Group is a platform. It's a platform that offers premium trading tools and resources from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, and Mania, just to name a few. TG can literally help you guys change your life for the better, but most importantly, we are a family. We leave no trader behind. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free on this YouTube channel where myself, other TG Pro Trader moderators, and special guests will drop golden nuggets of free lessons and education that can help you guys to become a better and more profitable trader. So if you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to not only the right place, but the place. Take a moment right now, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Share this stream on your own social media. We're live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. So welcome everyone that's joining us from all of those different media platforms. All right, guys, I began my trading career working for a fund in New York City. 2007, my first job right out of college. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught. Then 2008, 2009 happened, the Great Recession, the housing market crash, the stock market crash. But during that time, I actually went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before that, I was ever even able to touch a dollar of their money. I first had to go through their educational training program that set me on the path to become the trader that I am here now today. At TTG, I have since taken that curriculum, simplified it, expanded on it, okay, and paired it with some of the top trading tools available on the markets today, like Benzinga, TradingView, Media. We've made it all available to TTG members for just one price for the entire year. There are 0 upsells in True Trading Group, guys. We're like the Netflix of trading communities. Guys, these live streams can and most likely will help you to become a better trader. So I want you to hang out for a little while, get comfortable, get something you can take some notes on, get ready to learn, trade, and profit together. This live stream is going to go down as follows. We're going to start things off with a live Q&A session covering all your questions about AMC, GameStop, BlackBerry, all the meme stock mania and crypto. I know I'm going to get a bunch of questions about all those stocks. We gave a huge in-depth analysis on those stocks last night and the crypto markets last night as well. We're going to recap that as well. I'm sure you have a ton of questions. So I'm going to take all your questions there. Then we're going to recap today's top trades, including the Wolf's 100% gain on one of the world's most boring trades ever. But it was literally like watching concrete dry. You'll find out the second part of that joke a little bit later. But guys, the point is, it doesn't matter. There's no style points in trading. And that's kind of something that we're going to talk about here tonight when I bring the Wolf on so he could recap his trade. It was a swing trade that he had entered. It's a 100% gain. And my point is that the money spends all the same. Okay, it doesn't matter if you make your money in AMC or in Tesla, or if you make your money in CX or Ford, okay, and one of your slower movers. The money spends just the same. All right, so there are no style points in trading, so always remember that. What I want you all to start doing right now is to begin typing your questions in chat. All right, don't be shy. You guys literally have a pro trader sitting here telling you to ask me anything. Whatever the hell you guys want to talk about, go ahead, fire away. I'm here for you. All right, do not be shy. Don't feel like your question is stupid. There is no such thing as a stupid question. So go ahead right now, guys, and begin typing your questions in chat. Let's go ahead and start that Q&A session. Did Suge wear gym shorts and plain tee to your wedding? Well, it hasn't happened yet. It's this weekend, but I think he might actually get dressed up this time. I think Suge might actually put on adult clothes. He might. I got faith in him. I got faith in him. When I tear out of a trade, I keep getting a message that says I'm in offsetting lots. What does that mean on E-Trade? You're in offsetting lots? I'm not sure what that means on E-Trade. You're on offsetting lots. I'm not sure. I would just contact E-Trade and ask them what they mean. But are they still if they still let you put the trade through? When I tier out of E-Trade, I keep getting a message that says I'm in offsetting lots. That's not what that. No. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they. I'm not sure what they're telling you. I would just contact E-Trade and see what they are, what they're trying to warn you about. You might be. It might be if you're. You could be doing odd lots. Like there's a couple. I'm not sure what the context is of it. So I would just contact E-Trade and just see what's going on there. Mike just joined your group, so glad to be part of the family. Yes. Can you give me your opinion on Hertz? Forbes just posted an article on them being the next meme stock. Oof, boy. First, welcome to the TTG family. Glad to have a new member on board. I'm going nowhere near that stock. I'm going nowhere near it. They do have a history of being a meme stock, and they had the bankruptcy and everything. I have not looked at that company in a long time. Haven't looked at them in a long time. Yeah, I'm not. I have no. I honestly couldn't even tell you where the company stands right now with their financials, because I know that they did go bankrupt. So I'm not even sure where they stand right now. I haven't looked at it in months. To give you a real fair assessment, I'd have to check out if there was restructuring done in the bankruptcy, I would have to look further into that before I would be able to give you some type of an opinion on it. I think SPY will have a big move this week. Been super slow lately. Today was actually a pretty big move. Today was a pretty decent move in the SPY. Let me actually pull up the chart for you real quick. So you had a decent little move here in the SPY today. You had a decent move here in the SPY today. The issue that I have with today is that we've put in a pretty well-defined triple top. You put in a pretty well-defined triple top. Okay, there was your double top, and now there's your triple top. All right, so you've got yourself a pretty well-defined triple top here. We do have some Fed members that are going to be speaking here this week. This support level of 417 to 418, I think it's in jeopardy. I think it gets tested maybe tomorrow. I think we might drop down to 418 or so tomorrow, then maybe get a bounce back to 420. But today was a pretty decent move. I mean, if you look at the size of today's candle, oops, I didn't mean to. I'll draw that line back just so you guys can keep it there. When you look at today's candle, the size of it, the range that we had today, that's bigger than all the candles we had last week. It's bigger than all the candles you had last week. There's last week. We had a bigger move today than we had all of last week. So I don't think the market's has been really slow at all. Last week markets were slow. But that's it. Just last week. Last week, markets were slow. There really wasn't much going on. And usually the week before Memorial Day weekend, it's usually slow. But look at before that. I mean, look at that. That's not slow at all. That's chaotic. That's extreme volatility. The month of May was very volatile. Not to mention in the month of May, you had this huge gap down move that was bought up, took us all the way back to all-time highs. Then you had this huge sell-off with the inflation fears, a huge bounce, another big sell-off, and then a rally back to test your all-time highs. I mean, this is a really volatile month of May. It's a very volatile month of May. So I think, May was a pretty crazy month. It was just last week was slow. And then we picked things right back up today. I mean, with a pretty nice range. So I think you do have more, because you look at the size of that candle, and then you look at the size of these candles, you're starting to talk about some similar size candles here. So I think that this little volatility that we experienced today to kind of start off the week and start the first day of June, I think you get more of that. And you got some Fed members that are going to be speaking this week that can shake things up a little bit. So I do think that you're going to get some pretty good action in the markets. Is volume important long term? I understand day traders rely on volume, but what about with swing trading? Cody Lee, swing trading and long term are two different things. So we have to be very clear and clarify the difference between the two, because swing trading and long term are not the same. Okay. So swing trading, volume is very important. Volume is very important for active trading in general. Swing trading is also active trading. When you're talking long term, now you're talking like long term portfolio, volume becomes a lot less important. But I don't really want to have stocks in my long term portfolio that are really low volume. I'd say probably the stock in my long term portfolio that has the least amount of volume, if I had to guess without actually going to check, it's maybe BW. Maybe BW might be the lowest volume stock that I own in my long-term portfolio, if I had to take a guess. That's a $9 stock right now. I own it from about $5.50, $5.60 is where I own BW. I say that's probably the lowest volume stock, but I don't think I don't like ever getting into a stock that's got really low volume. I don't like to think that I've discovered this secret stock that nobody else knows about yet, and I'm the first one to the party. Usually when stocks have really, really low volume, they're not that great of a company. So I tend to kind of stay away from really, really, really low volume stocks just in general. So just keep that in mind. There it is. Any updates on AMC? All right, let's just get into it, guys, because I know I was going to get 101 questions. And yes, that 101 was done on purpose with the movie Cruella, about AMC. So let's actually go to the charts. Let's talk about AMC. So for those of you that caught my live stream last night, I gave you guys a very detailed, specific game plan with AMC and what I thought was going to happen. Turns out I was dead right, but it did it after hours, which sucks. AMC has, in case you guys have not been watching, AMC has absolutely exploded to new all-time highs after hours. And the analysis that I had on AMC last night was spot on, but I'm not in this trade right now with this after hours move. I'm not in it. Unfortunately, I'm not in it. So congrats, anyone. I actually got a couple of people message me on Twitter already today that actually got in AMC based on the analysis that we talked about last night on the YouTube channel. You guys can go to I think it's the 20-minute mark on last night's live stream is when I start to talk about AMC and when I start to go over the game plan. And I told you guys that look for a gap up after Cruella and A Quiet Place 2 did really well. You had both of those movies did better than people had initially expected, and that boded well for AMC. And then you had AMC kind of come out of nowhere with the offering, and they sold, I think it was 8.5 million shares at $27. And that was actually seen as a positive because they were actually able to pull off a secondary at a premium to the prior day's close, which absolutely blows my mind. I don't understand why the company agreed to $27. I really, really don't. Now they're a huge debt holder in AMC, so I'm not sure if there was some other type of negotiation or some other reasoning for this move. I really can't put my head around this. Stock AMC closes at like $26 on Friday, and then they announce an offering at like $27.12. That to me makes absolutely zero sense. Well, I was shocked when I found out the price of that offering. The company was able to raise about $240 million, which is still peanuts compared to the debt that this company actually still does have on them. But it was seen as a really positive thing that they were actually able to raise money at such a high price, because a lot of people that were talking about, they were talking about the offering being a negative, that could be something that's done at like 10, 12, 15 bucks a share. And that would put a real damper on the momentum and the short squeeze that's taking place right now. And that was an argument that bears were making on AMC. So the fact that they were actually able to get that one factor out of the way, and now they can't really even raise any more money because of they've issued all the shares that they have, that they've got authorized. I mean, they've got nothing left. They don't really have the ability to sell more shares unless they vote to increase the authorized amount of shares that they could issue to the outstanding and then sell more shares in another offering, which they should be doing right now. If they haven't already, they should be moving forward with that next stage of this process, because the company is going to still need a lot more money. So that was seen as a positive, that they were able to raise money at such a high price, and it wasn't this huge discount to the market that was going to drop the stock. So that was seen as a positive thing. Then you had, last night on the live stream, we talked about this $28 level being support because it was resistance on Friday. All right, you'll see the previous low. That previous low was broken. We bounced back up. It became resistance and held resistance for the entire rest of the day. Then you fast forward to today, and you've got the positive catalyst of Corella and A Quiet Place 2 that did better than people initially expected. And then you had this little descending wedge actually starts to form, which is a bullish pattern. Descending wedges are bullish patterns. Descending wedges are trend reversals. Okay. And then you got this level here at 28. So that level that we were talking about on last night's live stream, again, you can go to like the 20-minute mark on last night's live stream, is right around when I start talking about AMC and kind of my thoughts there. And that's when we talked about this 28 level being support. So you have this descending wedge that forms right above that 28 level support. And once we broke out of the descending wedge, the stock really never looked back. I'm not sure what the hell this was in the middle of the day. A lot of people were thought maybe there was some kind of news that came out on AMC when this kind of happened. I think maybe that's when they were saying that the company had already sold the shares that they bought in the offering. And you got this little pullback there in AMC that took you back from 33.50 straight down to 30.50, dropped $3 in a matter of, just about a minute or two. And then just traded sideways the whole rest of the day. There really wasn't a lot of action here in AMC today. We basically just traded sideways. Then you get to the closing bell and the markets close. AMC is just kind of sitting there hanging out. Then they start talking about AMC on CNBC, and all of a sudden the stock just starts to run. And it just never looked back. The stock just starts to squeeze all the way up to 39.50. That is a new all-time high that you are experiencing right now on AMC. But it's happening after hours. We've got to see if this holds. All-time highs that are put in place after hours don't count. Okay? Let's say if AMC opens tomorrow at 34, the all-time high on AMC will still be that double top there over 36. Okay, that after hours trading action will not be placed on that daily or on that weekly chart. Now, I think tomorrow you're looking at maybe $42. I think that AMC still does have a clean runway. What I would look for tomorrow is a gap above 36. You see we paused here at 36, which is right around your all-time high. We paused there after hours, had this little flag pullback, broke through it and extended. I think tomorrow you got to look for AMC to open anywhere in between, I don't know, 38 to 41, somewhere in that region. I think, I'd be surprised at this stage if AMC was to go all the way back down to its closing price today. Guys, this stock closed all the way down around $32. It's now at 38. So if you come into the day tomorrow and this gap up actually holds, or this after hour squeeze holds, you're going to be looking at a huge gap up on a daily chart. It's going to be a huge gap up. And that gap up will take you above the previous triple top all-time high that you had at 36. So if you get that gap up tomorrow and we gap up to 38, 39, 40, whatever, now you have to look for $35, $50, $36. That's got to be a buying zone for people that are looking to get long. You would look for that to now become an area of support. All right, so it's a little tricky that it's doing this after hours, okay, and was not able to do this during the day. Okay, so it's a little tricky that it's doing it after hours. You got to see if this holds tomorrow and if we actually do get a clean gap up over all-time highs, which I think we will. I think we will. All right, but again, this action that takes place after hours, not as meaningful as if it happens during the market hours. All right, so we got to see what tomorrow brings, but I will be looking for 36 to be support tomorrow. That will be a buying zone for me. All right. Next questions. Okay, we could do that. Let's talk about GameStop real quick, because I know a lot of people. I'll just get into all the meme stocks right now, guys, because everyone's asking me about them. So let's just talk about the meme stocks real quick. It's GameStop, AMC, and BlackBerry. So we'll talk about GameStop. Let me actually go back to my charts. So let's pull up my charts. All right, guys, let's talk about GameStop here. So GameStop, nowhere near as strong as AMC, obviously. Nowhere near its all-time highs. AMC is the clear leader of the meme stocks. AMC is the clear leader of the meme stocks. We did a nice job here on GameStop holding this 220 level that was previously resistance. So we did a nice job holding it. See this resistance level back here? We gapped above it. Then you had the look, you'll see on, you're now looking at really, you've got 4 consecutive days here. You have 4 consecutive days here where we were able to hold above this level. As we're consolidating inside of this range. Now, this is a huge range. It's a huge range for GameStop. All right. Now, if you're going to get that continued squeeze, on AMC, I do think GameStop follows. I just don't expect GameStop to do anything like it did back in January. I don't expect that. I saw some people today asking me, Mike, do you think GameStop goes to 1,000? No, I don't. I don't think GameStop goes to 1,000. I don't think AMC goes to 1,000. I've had a lot of people that are asking me those type of questions. I don't think AMC goes anywhere near 1,000. And I think that even if GameStop does start to make a move, if AMC continues to squeeze, I think you can see GameStop back to 300. I think that's a very realistic possibility. I think it's a very, very, very realistic possibility. Okay. I think it's a very, very, very realistic possibility. You can see GameStop back to up here towards 290, 300, but only if AMC continues to squeeze. Only if. You know, I said yesterday on the live that you can treat GameStop as like the sympathy play to AMC because AMC is the clear leader of the meme stocks right now. Okay, as long as AMC is moving higher, you're going to get GameStop, you're going to get BlackBerry. These stocks are going to continue to push higher with it. They're going to continue to push higher with it. If AMC fails, if AMC, let's say, for example, can't hold 36, and all of a sudden that stock starts to pull itself back in, I think you can go after them. You can short GameStop, you can short BlackBerry, you can short them all. You know, I think you can treat like a sympathy play with or a correlation trade, even though there's no correlation between these businesses whatsoever at all, except the fact that they're the darlings of Reddit and Wall Street Bets. That's it. It's the only similarity that these companies have, but they move in unison. And I think if you can treat AMC as the leader, and then you can look for GameStop to continue higher. If AMC gets up to 40, 41, 42, 45, then I think that GameStop goes to 300. All right, so I would look for GameStop to kind of follow the leader, which is AMC, clearly. Then we'll talk about BlackBerry. Okay, BlackBerry's had a huge day here today. You know, another one of these stocks that's heavily shorted. These are like all, you know, the Wall Street Bets. They like the, you know, the troubled businesses. They like the troubled businesses that have high short percentages. And BlackBerry is one of them. BlackBerry is one of them. BlackBerry was able to kind of shift their business model into software after they were unable to really keep up with the smartphone market. So they've actually had a pretty successful transition in business models. So I actually, you know, don't have really an issue with people that are bullish on BlackBerry because I think that they've had, a pretty successful transition. It's not easy to completely change your business model. It's really not. You know, it takes time, and BlackBerry I think has done a pretty decent job. So I think BlackBerry does have some more room to the upside, but you're going to start to encounter a lot of resistance once you get up to like 14, 15. 14, 15, I see kind of being a problem area for BlackBerry. Just if you draw a line across 14 and you go back and you look to the left when all that craziness was going on with the original GameStop squeeze, you'll see the significance of this $14 level. Okay, I mean, it was in here for multiple days where this price level was really affecting the movement of the stock. All right, where it was really affecting the movement of the stock. I see there's a couple of you that are asking me about Sundial. I'll leave that for my guest. I'll leave that for my guest because my guest has that I'm bringing on here tonight has some opinions on Sundial that I think he would love to share with you. So I think BlackBerry goes to 14. I think that's a no-brainer. And then once it gets to 14, I think that's an area where I'll be looking to take some profits off the table. If we can break over 14, again, I think this only happens if AMC continues. Okay, I think it only happens if AMC continues. If AMC short squeeze does not continue, I don't think BlackBerry and GameStop go higher without AMC. All right, I think you can play these as sympathy trades. Check AMC. What's AMC doing? Is AMC 40, 41, 42? Then I think you could be looking at BlackBerry continuing higher. You can look at GameStop continuing higher. All right, but AMC is the absolute undeniable clear leader of the meme stock army, and that is where your attention should be. You should be treating AMC as the leader of the pack because they clearly are. All right. We'll talk about Sundial in a moment when I bring on my guest. I see there's a couple people that are asking me about Sundial. All right, so those are my thoughts there on your meme stocks. Let's talk about crypto real quick. We don't really have too much of a change in crypto from last night's analysis. Last night's analysis is still very firmly intact in the crypto markets. The charts look the same. They're still very much intact. Let me pull up my charts for crypto now, and I'll show you. I'll walk you guys through that real quick. Okay, so here we have Bitcoin. So last night we were talking about major resistance in Bitcoin down around 29,000. That we know, right? We've been talking about this for a while. Okay, we've been talking about this for the last going on almost a month now. Going on almost a month now. Okay, on your resistance up, your support level here for Bitcoin. What Bitcoin is doing now is forming a bear flag pattern. All right, this is a bear flag. You can draw a descending trend across these lower highs. You can then draw an uptrend line across these higher lows. And this is your bear flag. Why is it a bear flag? Because it looks literally like a flag upside down. This move lower is your flag pull. This consolidation is your flag. If Bitcoin breaks beneath this flag, I think it's in trouble. If Bitcoin breaks below level right here, I think it's in trouble. I think you have a quick flush down to 29. And if that 28, 29 level breaks, you're talking about your next key support level is not down until 24. If that breaks, your next key support level is not down until 20. That, folks, is a long ways away. That is a long ways away. And I think you're going to have a lot of people are going to be extremely scared if that actually does start to happen. So I think you've really got to pay very close attention to this bear flag setup in Bitcoin. We talked about this last night. Nothing has changed. The pattern is exactly the same as it was during my live stream last night. Bitcoin really did nothing today. Basically just traded sideways and is still well within this bear flag pattern. And basically what you do is you treat the last prior touch of these trend lines, you treat them as your marks. Okay, so here you've got the last touch of the downtrend line, which is your resistance on the flag, and your last touch of the uptrend line, which is your support of the flag. Bitcoin needs to break up above or below these two levels. That is what will trigger either the bear flag breakdown, which you would then look for the extended move lower, or if this major support level at 29 is going to hold, it's got to break through 40 there first, and then you've got all that resistance at 42. I think the path of least resistance is to the downside on Bitcoin. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but when Bitcoin was at 56, we were talking about this thing dropping back down into the 40s. When it was in the 40s, we talked about it going back to 30, and a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people messaged me calling me a bunch of mean and nasty names. But it turns out we were right. It turns out that we were right. And I got to tell you, I don't see anything really here on Bitcoin right now that makes me bullish. I still think that this is a bearish looking setup on Bitcoin. In order for me to change my stance on Bitcoin, and for order for me to think that Bitcoin's going to move itself back higher, I got to see strong volume through 40K. I got to see strong volume through 40K, guys. I think this consolidation here, just trading sideways on low volume, that feeds into the bearish sentiment here of the bear flag. Because when the bear flag forms, you get increasing volume on the down move, which creates the pull. And then during the consolidation, you get the decreasing volume, which is exactly what happened in Bitcoin. I mean, all you got to do is just look down. I'll highlight it for you. Okay. Look at that. Look at that volume bar in Bitcoin. See that volume bar on that move down that created that flagpole? And then now look at the volume. See how much lower the volume is while Bitcoin is just consolidating? That's textbook bear flag price action and volume. That's what I'm saying. I don't see anything right now in Bitcoin that makes me bullish. And even if we push back up to 40, I'm still not bullish. I think you need high volume breakthrough 40 in order for me to change my sentiment to bullish right now on Bitcoin. I think the path of least resistance is to the downside, and I think you see Bitcoin back down at 28, 29 before it makes another significant bounce again. So I'll let you guys know when my stance on that changes, but that's where I'm at right now regarding Bitcoin. I'll hit on Dogecoin real quick. See a lot of people asking about Doge. Doge is a different story. So Doge is starting to break itself out of that flag pattern, and that you just saw Bitcoin was still inside. So again, descending trend line, uptrend line, and that was your bear flag on Doge. But you see how Doge has broken above that level and is now testing what? The previous touch point of the resistance line. That previous touch point of your resistance line can be a mark. So in order for me to be bullish on Doge, I need to see a high volume break through this level. Okay, a high volume break through this level. Then I would say, okay, I'm looking for Doge to get itself back up to like the mid 50s, 55, 56. I think you would see that move continue higher and get it back up into the 50s. So Doge is a lot closer to kind of a reversal break. And for me to shift my sentiment on Doge to be bullish, if you can get that type of price action, I would shift to bullish. I'd look for Doge to get back into the 50s. But I don't see that yet from Bitcoin. Okay, I don't see it yet from Bitcoin. Like I said, let's go back to Bitcoin. You'll see Bitcoin is still firmly inside of that wedge. Okay, again, firmly inside that bear flag. Okay, so that's what I'm doing there, guys. That's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. That's what I'm seeing in crypto. And there you guys have it. Ethereum, I see some people are asking about Ethereum. I'll talk about Ethereum real quick. You know, I actually like Ethereum more. I like Ethereum more. Ethereum to me looks better. Ethereum to me looks better than Bitcoin. You know, I'll draw a line across. This is absolute monster support. That is monster support in Ethereum. Okay, monster support. You can see back here all that resistance in February and March. We broke above it. Then it became support in April again. And then during that big crypto crash, that leveraged margin crash, you see it held support also in May. So that's a very, very strong level of support for Ethereum. If that level was to ever break, your next major level on Ethereum is going to be down there around 1400. Okay, and you can see again here all that prior resistance, and then you broke above it, it became support. Then you had that rally. Those are your two major support levels when it comes to Ethereum. You know, I don't see as clean of like that bear flag type of setup in Ethereum like I do Bitcoin. You know, out of these three that I'm looking at, like if you look at Dogecoin and Ethereum, in my opinion, those are both stronger and have much more bullish setups, or at least I can make a much bigger argument to the long side than I could Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now looks the weakest out of these three. If you're looking at Doge and Ethereum, I think Bitcoin looks the weakest. All right. So there you have it, folks. All right. There you have it. And actually, I like Ethereum too. I actually do like Ethereum from a long-term perspective. All right. I actually think Ethereum's got a chance to get up to like 5K. So I actually do like Ethereum, and I think it's got a better looking chart right now than Bitcoin and even Doge. And I think Doge has a better looking chart than Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin looks the weakest. Okay, guys. All right, what I want to do real quick. You know, I can tell there's some people that are brand new on here because I got a lot of people that kind of repeated a lot of the same things that we talked about last night. So I actually would like to know, I want everyone to type the number 1 in chat right now if this is your first time on a True Trading Group live stream or you're not a member of True Trading Group. Go ahead right now and type the number 1 in chat. All right, let's see. Who do we got? Talk to me, Goose. Oh my God, I can't wait for Top Gun 2. You guys have no idea. All right, we got Roy Niemi, Diamond Handed Ape, Rocket Support. Diamond Handed Ape, I'm going to assume you're long AMC. Rocket Support, Burrows, GNC Family Trucking, John Parker, Iverson Allen, Jordan Branker. Quit playing with me. Felipe Ramos, Ernie, Jeffrey Wagner, Ricky Reed, Betty Hunter, Michael Scardino, Aubrey Thomas, Jocelyn Martinez, Bosco Rivas, Kashif Ali, Times International, Clark M. Pra, K.L. Browder, Giselle Velez, Jordan Olson, Stephen Richard, Ensign 3, D. Smith, Donnie, Tony Allen. Oh, Jeff Jensen just signed up. Jeff Jensen, welcome to the family, Jeff. Carl Scott, Catherine, Avi May, Esco, Rob Robinson. Beautiful. George Michael, Stephen Richard, Austin Teal, Ibrahim. Guys, this is excellent. Sonny G, Nana Yaw. I love it. Stephen Litt, or Stefan Litt. Beautiful. I love it. A lot of new faces, guys. That's awesome. A lot of new faces. That's awesome. I like it. Guys, welcome. All of you that are typing that, the number 1 in chat right now, welcome all of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the TG live stream, folks. I want to make sure that you are all well aware. I see a couple people that are asking about it. Okay. The TTG membership, guys, it's 1 year. It's a 1 year all-inclusive membership. It's normally $2,212. But from now until midnight tonight, you can save 42% and pay just $1,262. All right. So from now until midnight tonight Pacific, you can save 42%, pay only $1,262. I think we've got about 30 laptops here tonight. Adam is literally piecing these together to ensure that we can keep offering them. I don't know where he keeps getting these laptops from, because our wholesalers, I just listen to them curse him out when he hits them up and trying to see what they've got left. Getting that 30 extra laptops wasn't easy. I'm not sure when these go, but they'll go, and then we'll try to get more. I'm not sure when we're going to be able to get more, guys, but the next 30 people that sign up tonight with coupon code TGD121 will get a 42% discount, and you'll get a brand new free laptop. They're first come, first serve, folks. It's going to be either an Asus, Acer, Dell, Lenovo, or a Chromebook. I got to see what brands Adam was able to get his hands on. There's no upsells in TTG, guys. You pay one price, you get access to everything we have for the entire year. That includes a professional 15-course curriculum, which is a simplified version of the stuff we learned working at the fund. It's got beginner and advanced courses, option courses, swing trading, trader psychology, how to trade in a down market. They're all in text and video format. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. You get Quote Media's full book level 2, which gives you all the market maker depth, options data. You get Trading Views Pro Plus charting software, which is one of the most commonly used charting softwares by traders today. You get ETNA's Trade Simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, so you can practice implementing what you learn in the courses. You get access to our chat room, where me and our moderators, we share our screen with you. We're live on the microphone, calling out our trades in advance before we make them, answering questions. We're with you all day long. We're not gone after 2 hours. We're in chat all day long, calling out opportunities and answering questions. It's a complete game changer, guys. And then me and the mods right now in chat are sporting about an 83% win rate between all the mods that are calling out trades. And again, it's very important for you to understand, TG is not just me. Yes, I know I'm the person that you see here on these live streams, but there's 8 other moderators with different trading styles that trade different things in different ways, and implement different strategies so that you guys can follow along with a lot of different traders, depending on your style and things that you like to be trading. There's something for everybody inside True Trading Group. All right. You can send DMs to the moderators, ask questions. We don't charge extra for any of that stuff. We do live workshops every week. We do one-on-one mentor sessions. We do small private study groups. We've got our new crypto course, our new crypto mods and tools that are coming online here this week. Our small account challenge starts in June, which is going to be $100,000 in cash prizes for that small account challenge. That's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And speaking of fun, guys, it's almost time for that Tesla giveaway. every time we get more, every time we get 300 new members, we raffle off a brand new Tesla or $30,000 cash. I think June 13th, we're going to be doing that giveaway. So June 13th, right here on this YouTube channel at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be giving away a brand new Tesla or $30,000 cash. It's up to the winner to choose. All you need to do to be included in that giveaway is be a member of True Trading Group. That's it. If you're a member, you guys will be included in that giveaway. So if you guys want to be included, that's June 13th. You got to use coupon code TTG121 to join the fam now. Get the 42% discount, get the free laptop, and then you'll will be included in the Tesla $30,000 giveaway. All right. And then, like I said, for tonight, we've got 30 laptops. They are on a first come, first serve basis. I believe they are Asus and Lenovo's. Oh, Asus and HPs. Looks like Asus and HPs is what we've got. And some Lenovo. Okay. So we've got Asus, HP, and a few Lenovo's. All right. So those are the brand laptops that we've got. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Robert Alvarado. Welcome. Robert Alvarado. Welcome to the TG fam. If you are a member of True Trading Group, I want you guys to give Robert Alvarado a big, warm TGD welcome. Welcome to the fam, Robert. Look forward to trading with you, brother. Look forward to trading with you. All right, folks. Let's see. Adam, could you actually show them where to enter the coupon code? Because I see Robert just there. I just want to make sure that everybody is clear on how to do it. Guys, you actually have to type in the coupon code TGD121. It's not going to automatically discount the 42% off by itself. You've got to actually enter TTG121 and then click apply code. Just like Adam is doing right there. There it is. Click apply code, drops the price down to $12.62. All right. And then you see that laptop, it's right in this checkout. That's how you'll know you're one of the 30. If there's a laptop in the checkout, you know that you're getting one of them. Okay. Once we sell out of all 30 of those laptops, which now we've got 29 of them left, that laptop will no longer be in your checkout. All right. That's how you guys know that you're getting one of those laptops. And also, guys, also right available on the website for you to see is our money back guarantee. Anyone that joins with the coupon code TTG121, if you go through all of our courses, pass all our quizzes, and attend one of our private study groups, I will give you guys a complete money back guarantee. I'm dead serious. If you go through, you do those three things that I just said, do those three things. If you still don't make back your membership fee, which is $1,262, if you don't make that back at least once during your membership, I'll give you all your money back. Dead serious. Give you a full refund. All right. So now use that coupon code TTG121. You get the 42% off. You'll get the free laptop. Your name will be included in the Tesla giveaway or the $30,000 giveaway, and you guys will have a money back guarantee. So make sure you use that coupon code. All right. All right, guys. So there you have it. Let's move on now. I want to bring on our guest here. So without any further ado, I'd like to welcome. Look at this guy. Look at this guy's outfit.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty
You're
awesome.
You're like a Kingsman.
That's exactly this is where I got it.
It's exactly that's it. You are like a Kingsman. Look at you got the everything. Look at you.
Yeah, it's the gentleman, but you know, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Don't worry, tracksuits are coming back. Guys, I can see 6 months into the future, everybody's going to be wearing one of these.
Very cool. All right, Jason, I'll let you go ahead and do your thing.
Oh, well, okay. Hey, guys, howdy doody. I guess I'm coming on here to talk to you about a trade that I banged out 50%, 60%, and then 100% finally on it. Oh, no, sorry, 50, 70, 100. And you know what the best part about it was? I was in the trade for 4 days total. And seriously, it was like cruise control. Literally watching cement dry. So that's what I came to talk to you about, because I know that a lot of you have jobs during the day, saving lives, kissing babies, and doing all kinds of awesome stuff. But you can't trade. You can't be in front of the the computer all day like 90% of the people out there in the stock market. So, this was one of those trades for people like that. And for me, who really just doesn't want to be in front of a screen all day, nor be in anything super volatile. So I went with CX. CX is a company called Cemex. They make cement, and for roads and buildings and all the boring stuff that you don't think of. And I am in another infrastructure play, as you probably know, U.S. Steel, which I love. But this cement trade, it was a trade that I did like a month ago and was looking to get back in. And this was that opportunity. So I got in at 8:02 on this go around, which was, I think, last Wednesday.
Yep, I got it highlighted right there for you, Wolf. That's on the chart.
And I went with call options because obviously the stock really is boring to be in. So, I mean, I did make the suggestion if you want. I think it's a pretty good hold, but I just felt like you're going to get paid more on the option. So I entered the option, the July 16th call option, at 49 cents. Let's just say 50, so we're not splitting hairs. So 50 cents with a month and a half to go on it. So a month and a half till expiration. And honestly, it was just like, I got in at 8:02. I think it closed that day at like 8:20. The next day it was like 8:35. And the option was like 50 by 55. And then it was 55 by 60. And then it was like, 55 by 65. And then today we wake up and then it's just starting to move. And that's what I said. And I literally said, I was like, look, I think that this thing is good to 850. I don't see why it wouldn't get up there now that they're talking more about infrastructure and trying to find some kind of happy median. I go at 850, I'm like, you're making a minimum of 50%. Literally at 850 today, the price, not the time, I took my first 50% at 75 cents. And then took another little piece at 85, and then at $1, and I'm still in the position. After hours, as you can see, it's pushing 9. And that was just a really easy trade. And this is one of those trades that it's really good for, you might not think it's good, but it's going to test your patience. Think of it as like wax on, wax off type stuff. If you get the 1986 Karate Kid reference, well, you should. Because, look, sometimes you're going to have to sit in a position, but, and you're not going to know. You're going to be like, man, this thing just isn't moving. This thing just isn't moving. And guys, look, sometimes I'll say to everybody, I go, look, this is going to be a very boring trade, but I think it's going to pay you, okay? At the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters, right? Obviously, it's great when it works out 96% of the time, but on that 4% when it doesn't work out, like you've got to be patient and you've got to stick to your plan. And this was just one of those things. It wasn't, and the crazy thing about this trade was nothing to do with charts. Absolutely nothing to do with charts. Like I look at the chart. I look at, certain things on the chart, but I'm not basing this trade off of the chart. I'm basing it off of an idea that follows a much bigger move sector-wide.
Jay, hold on. I just wanted to welcome Ed to the group. We just got a new addition to the TGD fam. Everybody give Ed a big warm TGD welcome.
Hey, Ed. Crypto?
So what, maybe tell, like, when you said like the trade had nothing to do with charts, kind of walk people through a little bit your thought process on the trade. Like what, you know, why enter when you did? Why were you bullish on the stock? Like what was going on from a macro level? Because what I want everyone to understand that's watching this right now, a lot of people, you guys come on these live streams, you see me break down trades, you see me break down charts, you see me go over trade ideas. I just got done telling you guys that like True Trading Group, it's not just me. There's a lot of other traders that are in there calling out trades. Jason's one of them. And Jason and I have extremely different trading styles. Jason is a more of a sentiment trader. I'm more of a technical trader. All right. So the reasons that we may enter specific trades will vary. And the level of volatility on the trades that we go after will vary. So well, maybe just kind of walk them through your thought process. Like you said, nothing to do with the chart. What was it that gave you the confidence to go after something like this?
Yeah. So, okay. Now this is trading based off of an idea. So this falls into the category of idea based in infrastructure. As many of you know, because I've been talking about it for the last year, one of my favorite infrastructure plays is U.S. Steel. I'm in U.S. Steel. I'm in much further out options. But, one of, I guess you'd call it my scanner, where I have like 12 infrastructure companies, all followed the same move. There was all this happiness and like FOMO going into the first talk of infrastructure, went up. Then it was like, it sell the news, which was anticipated. Then it was like, okay, well, what's the plan? And then the plan gets rejected, and then we pull back. So now all of these things pulled back. U.S. Steel, for example, pulled back down to like 23.50 after hitting 29.97. Okay. Cemex did the same. It didn't go as high, but it pushed up to, what is that, Mike? 850, 875
for your high today?
Not today. In the last.
Yeah, like 880. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So my thinking was really simple. Allow myself time to get to be in this trade, and and it will play out. And one of the triggers that I used on this was Biden was saying that he was giving everybody until Memorial Day weekend to propose some sort of plan or get something ironed out. Now, I entered this trade on Wednesday, knowing that Biden said this. So I thought, because we're going into the end of the month, if there's anybody short, maybe they cover, maybe people get into this trade, just for the possibility of Biden saying something or Buttigieg saying something or some kind of deal getting worked out. But I also thought that even if that doesn't happen, that a plan is going to have to be worked out for infrastructure, which is why I didn't go for call options in June, and I just gave myself an extra month with July, and it worked out. And really just kind of simple. And again, not looking at the chart. I watched everything else pull back. It pulled back to supports. Like I can read support and resistance on a chart. I don't want you guys to think that I'm like brain dead when it comes to charting, but I can see, I know what a 50-day moving average is. I promise you. So like watching U.S. Steel closely, and you can see some of these move in unison, not unlike things in the tech sector or consumer goods or, travel, whatever, and I was just kind of following the pattern. And that's what gave me the confidence to get in the trade. And I did it without really looking at a chart for 100%. Again, my last trade was 142% on Cemex. Same idea.
Yeah. And guys, also, I want you guys to also just to take note with the Wolf's trade, when he enters an options trade intended to be a swing trade, notice the time that he gives himself with the options that he selects. A big mistake that a lot of inexperienced traders make is when they're going after an option, they buy the wrong contract. They buy either the wrong strike price or they buy the wrong expiration date. Welcome, Wilhelm Gaudiano. Everybody give a big warm welcome to Wilhelm Gaudiano. Welcome to the TTG fam. So the reason why the Wolf gives himself this much ample time, and he's not just doing a swing trade and he buys an option contract that expires in 1 or 2 weeks, is specifically because of time decay. And when your guys are doing a swing trade, you've got to make sure that you're not buying an option that expires in a couple of days or in a week. If you plan on being in this trade for a few days or a week, you can't be in an option that expires in a week or even 2 weeks, because the rate of time decay is going to be so high that the stock cannot even be moving, or even worse, it can actually be moving higher in your direction, but the value of your option contract is actually starting to go down because of that time decay. And then your risk reward starts to not make sense. You might buy an option contract at, $2 or $2.50, and you might lose 25 cents in time decay if you're getting close to your expiration date. If you're losing 25 cents in time decay from today till tomorrow, if the stock gaps up 25 cents, you're break even on the trade. Even though the stock's gone up 25 cents, you're break even because you've lost 25 cents on your option contract because of time decay. And then even worse, what if the stock gaps down 25 cents? Now you're losing about 50 cents because you're losing 25 cents on time decay, and then probably another 25 cents on the actual value because the stock dropped 25 cents. So now your risk reward starts to not make sense. That's how a lot of inexperienced traders will get shaken out of a lot of option swing trades, because they're buying the wrong option, and the value of that option starts to go down. They get very scared. They bail on their positions, but the Wolf gives himself plenty of time, and I want you guys to recognize that.
Yeah, I also think that you're being very kind by putting it as, oh, they're buying the wrong option, like it's a mistake. Like, oh, I came into your house, I tripped and I fell onto your wife, and sorry, it's my kid. No, what happens there is people see a cheaper option and they think, oh, well, he's probably right with the idea, but not understanding that the idea, just because I might be right, my timing could be off. So you never sacrifice price for less risk. And that's the big mistake that new traders make, especially with options. Like, I don't get into an option. I mean, look, I would love to pay a cheaper price and be right, because the move on that option is going to be gigantic. Like if I was in U.S. Steel calls, like $25 calls that were expiring this week, and I got into them last week at $23.50, I'd be probably up, I don't know, 150%. My calls that I'm in, for example, are January 2022 calls at 25. It allows for that trade to play out, because why, if my idea is that U.S. Steel, or infrastructure for that matter, is going to have like a new renaissance with everything going on, why would I shortchange myself a month when where could it possibly be in January? And I've got the time to work the option. I can sell some when it pops. I can buy some back when it pulls back. And then I can just, build a bigger and bigger and bigger position. And that's what you guys need to learn, because at some point, when we're going to, this is what I foresee, like 8 months, 9 months, 12 months from now, Mike and I are going to be doing a stream, and it's going to be a lot of people pissing their pants, if like interest rates go down, and there's going to be so many people asking like, oh, what's your option strategy? And like, you're going to be late. If you're asking like, how do I work an option? How do I position myself? How do I know all of these things? When that happens, you're too late. But on the other hand, if you know what you're doing, you can make a little amount of money look like a stupid amount of money, and then roll that profit into all of these things that have pulled back 20, 30%.
Yeah.
You know, when everybody is panicking, you're going to be the only one making money.
Yeah.
The only one out of your friends, you know, because they're going to be doing all the stupid things that people have done for the last year and gotten away with.
Yeah. That's a really good point. That's a really good point, guys, because, you know, everybody, you know, things are great when markets are up there at all-time highs, but at some point here, inflation will get to a point, or unemployment will get to a point. One of them will get to a point where the Fed is going to will have to start to raise. The only difference is the speed in which the Fed raises, and that, I think, the reason for the Fed raising interest rates is going to dictate how far down we go when the Fed starts to raise. It's the reason. If the reason is unemployment is back to 4%, unemployment's at 3.8, 3.6, we're at full employment. If that's the reason why the Fed is raising rates, markets will go down a little bit, will go down less. That'll be a good reason why the Fed is raising rates. If the Fed raises rates because inflation has gotten out of control, then the markets go down a hell of a lot more and a hell of a lot faster. Jeff Wagner, welcome to the Teach Deep family. Everybody give a big warm welcome to Jeff. So if that's the reason, if that's the reason why the Fed raises, I think you get an easy 25% pullback. You know, and you've got to be ready, and probably even deeper, because you're going to have so much fluff and so much. I mean,
look, I was going to talk to Adam about this. You know, we could probably do a webinar or a whole trader palooza just off of this one topic, similar to, you know, I did for everybody, I did one on cannabis stocks in February for the pullback that was going to happen. You know, we could do one just there. And I mean, I'm already gaming it out, going back and looking at 2018 and what happened there, because it's a very similar scenario. And that scenario, similar to like when COVID came. So for everybody, you know, I knew about COVID on January 7th. Don't ask me why I know the date. So I was prepared for it, and I was already betting that COVID was going to be a shit show. And when everybody was panicking, you know, then like this is when I talked to Mike, and I'm like, all right, I think it's time that I become a mod in TTG, because it's going to be such a target-rich environment, and everybody's panicking, and there's so much money to be made.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be it's going to be a similar situation. You know, not as deep, but it's going to be a little bit different. So
yeah, I'm actually going to pull up the chart, the reference that you just made about 2018, just so people have an idea of what
September
we're talking about.
I think it's September 29th. It starts, and then
it's a little later. That was in September.
That's when they start talking about the taper. But then October 22nd, we start to see like a prolonged pullback into December 24th.
Right. So here's a chart of the SPY. Okay. In 2018, we also had a China trade war mixed up in there as well. But I want you guys to see something here. The month of December. You see that in the month of December? That's a 20% drop in 1 month. Now, why is this significant? Because this is when Fed Chairman Powell said that they're going to start raising interest rates. And as soon as he said that they're going to start raising interest rates, the markets absolutely crap themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red days in a row. Signed up last week. I already received my tablet and made my money back. Truly impressed with everything. Thank you very much to all the teaching moderators and family. Jay Scott. Yo, Jay Scott, my man. welcome. Music to my ears. Glad to have you part of the team. So the reason why I'm pointing this out to you is because we went down so far, so fast to the point where Fed Chairman Powell actually came on and said, never mind, my bad. We're not going to raise rates anymore. And then went on to actually cut rates back down. And then the massive bull market of 2019 ensued. This does not happen if the Fed does not bring interest rates back down towards zero. That doesn't happen. And then obviously you had COVID. Okay, but forget about COVID. Let's talk about prior. Look what the market did at the thought of raising interest rates. Folks, I've got news for you. This was 3.84% unemployment. This was pre-COVID, pre-stimulus, pre-trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars spent by the Federal Reserve and the U.S. government to prop up the economy. This is before all of that, with 4% unemployment, a full labor force. The markets dropped 20% when we raised interest rates. What do you think is going to happen now?
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen now after we have, look at it. This is a blip on the radar. Look at this. This is literally a blip on the radar now when you look at the grand scheme of things. I mean, shit, even COVID kind of looks like a blip on the radar at this stage, doesn't it? But you all go back to March of 2020 and you'll remember how you felt watching the markets crash every day.
Yeah,
the markets were down 1,500, 2,000 points in a day. People were literally panicking. But, Jason, what were you and I doing in March?
Oh, we were buying the shit out of everything.
We bought the shit out of that
Everything. Everything. I was buying things that I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, Square, $40. I've never been in Square. I'm like, I've seen them. I'm like, $40.
I've seen Square.
Sure, yeah, it was nuts. You know,
that was,
and it's not so much as, so everybody, you're thinking like, oh, I don't need to join TTG. They just gave us the plan. Well, not so simple, because everything's going to respond differently. So like, and I can get into, I could give you the plan in like 30 seconds or less, but I'm not. So yeah. You're gonna have to be a TTG3 member or sign up, and then when we do that webinar, you'll just be like,
I'll tell you guys what I think. What I really think is, I still think the markets make new all-time highs this year. I don't think this triple top holds. I think we bounce around for a little bit, but I do think we eventually do continue higher.
It's weak though.
What?
It's weak. It's weak.
Yeah, like I think it's like a melt up where like we move higher on like low volume and there's not really much, like everyone just kind of has like that euphoric feeling that COVID is over and everything's back and everyone's spending money and everyone's traveling again. I think we do go higher when interest rates finally do rise. I think you see a pullback that I think could probably take you back into, these prior all-time highs around 360. I think you can maybe see we move up to maybe like 440 and then they raise interest rates. And I think you can see a pullback in the markets that can take you back down, to this 360 area once they do raise interest rates. And I think that there's enough of a support, and there's going to be enough support down here at these prior highs, where I think that can start to be a pretty nice buying zone. And if you do get that pullback, folks, you're going to have great opportunity to buy, some really, really, really good companies at significant discounts to where they're trading here today.
Yeah. So it's funny that you said 360. Okay. So over the weekend, because I don't stop. I was taking a look and I did a little screenshot. You can't really see it, but it's of the SPY, because I really wanted to look at open interest. Because if you go back to that SPY 2018, go back to 293, I think was the high, all-time high in 2018.
Yeah.
Right. What date? What's that date?
No, September 20th.
Okay. All right. So I said September 29th. I thought that's when everything started. I'm going off memory. So yeah, I was taking a look at open interest, but on, I think it was September 29th, when the SPY was like 293 or whatever, somebody made a bet. I don't know if you remember this. They bought a couple $1,000,000 in SPY 240 and 230 like December and January puts.
Oh my God.
And absolutely crushed it. And it was right on there, 20% move. 20% move.
Yep.
So, you know,
that's what I'm thinking, man. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. There's, look, people are going to be like, oh, like Bill Ackerman's going to come on, he's going to shed a tear. And, at the end of the day,
I hate that guy so much.
I know you do.
I hate him so much.
There's so much money in the system right now. So anyway, well, I'm sure you got something else to do.
Yeah.
I hope this was interesting. I thought that I was going to come on and just talk about.
Hey, Wolf, real quick, in 5 sentences or less, what are your thoughts on Sundial?
I think Sundial is probably the most garbage company out there. I did buy call options just to prove how stupid the people that invest in that company are, that they'll drive it up based off of Schumer putting forth a bill. So I made 20% on it as a way to just kind of troll those people. And as well, just it's
turning into one of those meme stocks now.
It's been, but yep. I got September. It's either September or October $1 calls. I bought them for 35 cents. I sold I sold half of them at 41 today. I'm going to stick with the trade because I think as much as I hate that company and know that it's just an absolute piece of crap, you can make money on crap. And I just kind of wanted to prove a point that, one, I'm going to sell into stupid people, and two, that, how stupid the market is, right?
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, thanks for joining me here tonight. Always a pleasure.
I know it is. You're welcome.
Love the outfit. Later. All right, guys. So there you have it. Some really helpful insights from the Wolf. What I would like to do now is to see how many people that are on the live stream still are not members of True Trading Group. I want you to type the letters TTG in chat right now if you're not a member of True Trading Group. All right, we got Brian Feeney, we got JB, Jeffrey Knotts, Young Kim, GNC Family Trucking, Jordan Olson, RV Thomas, Maverick 03 Ta, Urboy Clay, Tamajala Barry, Michael Martinez, Bosco Rivas. Michael Mulvey goes, next question for everyone that's not a member of TTG. What the heck are you waiting for? Beautiful. All right, cool, guys. Listen, for those of you that all type the letters TTG here in chat, you guys also want to understand that, we talk very openly and honest, guys, here in TTG. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to sit here and tell you join True Trading Group, you'll become a millionaire. I'm not going to tell you join True Trading Group, you'll quit your job tomorrow. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme, folks. If it was, everybody would do it and everybody would be good at it. You got to be willing to put in a little bit of time, energy, and effort to actually learn this skill. That's what you're doing. You're learning a new skill. Okay, you're learning a new skill. But once you do learn that skill, whether the markets are up, down, left, right, center, okay, you're going to be able to consistently pull money out of the markets. That's what my TTG fam are doing here right now. And if you guys don't believe me, I want you to watch this and pay very close attention. Everyone that types TTG, if you're not a member, you got about 1,000 people that are on this live right now. A few hundred of them are probably TTG members, and then you have probably the rest are not TTG members. And those of you that type TTG, I want you to pay attention. My TTG fam, if you are a member of True Trading Group and you're making money and becoming a better trader because of TTG, I want you to sound off in chat right now. Again, if you are a member and you're making money, flat out, if you're making money and becoming a better trader, I want you to sound off in chat right now. Now, everyone that typed TTG before, everyone that's not a member, don't focus on me anymore. I want you to focus on the comments coming through the chat. I want you to read some of these comments. Okay, I want you to read some of these comments. These are my TTG fam. These are TTG members. Folks, they are not paid to be here. We support them. They support us. There's no difference between these people and you. They found True Trading Group same way you did. That's a live stream. Now they've joined. They've gone through all the courses. They've done the work. And when I say do the work, I mean they've actually put in the time, energy, and effort. They're attending workshops. They're going through the video library. They're going through the courses. They're taking the quizzes. They're doing private study groups. They're doing one-on-one mentor sessions. They're going above and beyond. And that's what you guys need to do if you guys want to become successful at this. You see all these people that are commenting. 80% of our members have gone on to become successful, which means they're making money and becoming better traders. But just as much as I'd like to recognize the people that are having success, it's equally as important for me to recognize those that are struggling. And the facts are 80% of our members are successful. That means 20% are still struggling. And as wonderful as that is, it's still important that we recognize the 20% because in TTD, we leave no trader behind. We hold monthly red to green workshops. These are live events inside of our chat room where members that are struggling, they submit questions, topics, lessons that they're struggling with. And me and some of the other moderators, we cover this all live inside chat with them. We record it. We then load it up into the video library for people to go back and watch later. I know it's not possible for us to have 100% member success rate. I know it's not possible, but I'll be damned if we're not going to try for it. Guys, folks, TTG is a business, okay? It is a business. I don't try to, pretend like it's not. It's a hell of a business. But the business is only as good as the members are actually doing, right? We got to get up every single day and earn the trust and support of our members. Yes, that means long after they've already paid for their all-inclusive membership fee. At TTG, when you guys join, you pay your fee. Our relationship just begins at that moment. We don't take it lightly, the responsibility and the trust that people put in us, and we work hard every day to continue to earn it. These are people's lives that we're talking about. Okay, these are people's lives that we're talking about, guys. All right, no one's going to do the work for you. You've got to be willing to do it, but it all starts with getting the right education, having access to the right tools, and being part of the right community that's going to help you to learn, trade, and profit. That is what True Trading Group is all about. Guys, a one-year membership is normally $2,212, but from now till midnight, you can get 42% off and pay only $1,262 and get a free laptop. Okay. It looks like we've got, how many? We got 19 left. Is that true? I see 19 on my end. How many we got left, Adam? 19? Yeah. Okay. We got 19. So we had 30 when we first started. Now we're down to 19. I told you they weren't going to last. They are first come, first serve. You guys, there's no add-ons. There's no upsells. You pay one price, you get access to everything. As a member of True Trading Group, you guys are going to get access to the top premium trading tools and products. We bundle them all together as part of your membership. Include with your membership, you get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed inside of our chat room because you live break into the second news alerts directly inside chat. You get Quote Streams real-time level 1 and full book level 2, including options data. That all comes with ETNA's trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money so you can practice implementing what you learn in the courses. You get our trade ideas scanner. That's going to show you the best small cap, mid cap, and large cap stocks that you should be trading on a given day that are giving you the stocks that are going to give you the best chance to profit. Okay, all this stuff I'm telling you about, this is all included in your membership. There's no additional fee for any of this. You get TradingView's Pro Charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting platforms used by active traders today. You're getting at least 10 easy-to-follow, actionable real-time alerts per week from a community of traders supporting about an 83% win rate. We are fully transparent with all of our trading guys. We keep a trading journal on our website that tracks every buy and every sell that all of our moderators make, so you can track all the performance. Then you guys will also be getting access to one small private study group with any one of our TeachG moderators. That's your chance to ask questions, go over lessons and topics and things that you need help with. Then you're going to have the entire curriculum. This is a 15-course curriculum. That's a simplified version of the stuff that I learned while working at the fund. It comes in beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology courses, swing trading. Okay, you name it, we've got it in text and video format, whichever is easier for you guys to learn. On top of that, we've got a video library with over 100 hours of additional workshops and webinars, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, just to name a few of them. And then you guys have access to our chat room where you can private message me and the rest of the mods. We share our screen. We're live on the microphone talking to you throughout the day, telling you where we're buying, where we're selling, and giving you guys that guidance all day with you. All right. So guys, again, use coupon code TTG121, get that 42% discount, brings the price all the way down to $12.62, and you get a free laptop, and you'll have a chance to be included in the Tesla $30,000 giveaway that's happening on June 13th. Okay, again, everyone that is a member, as long as you're a member, you have a chance at that $30,000 or that Tesla giveaway. It's up to you. The winner chooses cash or the car. Now, also very important for me to add, guys, in life, you've got to know your worth. We know ours. That's why we're moving our price up to $2,500. We're going to be there a lot sooner than you think. Okay. And that's still 10 times the value of what you're actually getting. So locking in the $12.62 price point now actually secures that price for you for life. So let's say next year, our membership's $2,500. You will only pay $12.62 if you pay $12.62 today. I'm confident you're going to want to renew because 80% of our members have gone on to become successful. So the odds are pretty good that if you're willing to put in some time, energy, and effort, that you're going to want to renew that membership as well. Guys, we're down to 17 laptops now. Just use coupon code TTG121 to give an idea of the value that you are getting. Guys, that Benzinga newsfeed, just that alone would cost you $1,188 if you paid for it on your own. It's included free with your membership when you pay just $12.62. That real-time level 1 and full book level 2 is $990 from QuoteStream. The trade simulator is $750 a year, and TradingView charges $720. That's $3,648 a year in those services. That's what that would cost you if you were not a member of True Trading Group. They're included with your platform. And now we're adding all of our crypto stuff. We got coinmarketcap.com, their data feed and their API, where we're getting the real-time crypto charts and crypto scanners. Now you're talking easily over $4,000 worth of tools and services that are included with your membership. All right, guys, I'm telling you, our price is going up by a couple of bucks every day. We're going to be over 2K before you guys know it. Take advantage of this coupon code TTG121. Type that coupon code, actually click apply code to get the discount. Okay, guys, we are 5-star rated on Trustpilot. I welcome you to read some of those reviews. Over 1,200 people. That's a lot of people to leave a review. Over 1,200 people have left us a review on Trustpilot. Go read them. Okay, these are all the same. 1,237 reviews. That's crazy. Okay, that's a lot of reviews. Guys, I welcome you to go read them. Okay, go read them. All right, and guys, don't forget, we've got that money back guarantee. So anyone that goes through all the courses, passes all the quizzes, attends a private study group, do those 3 things. If you don't make back $12.62 at least once during your membership, I'll give you all of your money back. That, folks, is how much I believe in our platform, how much I believe in our education, that I'm willing to offer you guys that money back guarantee. I put my money where my mouth is. Use that coupon code TTG121, get the 42% discount, get the free laptop, get the money back guarantee, and get a chance to win a Tesla or $30,000 on June 13th. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, smash that like button. I appreciate you all. I will see you all with me in chat tomorrow. There's only 17 laptops left. Go grab one before it's too late. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.